to Ringside Gossip. I'm Tilly.
And I'm George.
And we are just two girly pops who love to just yap all about the wrestling. What are we doing today, George?
We're going to read some wrestling fan fiction.
Yeah, we are.
Look, we're two girls who grew up on Tumblr and on Wattpad.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's anyone that knows fan fiction, it's us.
Yeah.
So I think we just crack on.
I think we do. We both have a story to read today. Yours is a bit longer.
I don't know. How long is yours?
Not that long at all.
Oh, okay.
But mine's only... So the plan is, basically, we're going to read one chapter of mine and one chapter of yours, maybe.
Yeah.
And then if we like it and you guys like it, we'll do it again and continue the stories.
Well, here's the thing. Mine's a one-shot.
Is it?
Yeah, so for those that don't know, a one-shot is like it's a standalone chapter. There is no storyline before, storyline after in any of the other chapters. Sometimes there's a part 2 if like the writer's feeling fancy.
Yeah.
But mine's a one-shot, so I don't know if you want to read...
I can read the chapter of mine first.
Yeah?
Yeah? Because mine is a 5-part, like a 5-chapter story. But the chapters are quite short.
Oh, then maybe we could just do the whole of yours, because mine seems quite long.
Oh, okay, so do you want to do mine and then we do yours another day?
I thought we were doing both in the same episode.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, we can always do mine and then see what the time's like, and then...
Yeah. I was kind of inspired by a few people for this.
Mm-hmm.
T and Tussle, I think, talked about wrestling fan fiction before.
Yeah.
And also Nicole Raffi.
I was going to say Nicole Raffi.
Like a reading of like books, like Colleen Hoover.
Yeah, she's
Heated
done.
Rivalry.
She's also done some memoirs.
Yeah, where she like reads the books with her
Sorry, I'm
friend.
I'm looking for my phone.
What's her friend called?
You know, I don't remember.
He's a man. So sorry.
Where is my phone?
I don't know. Well, so we're gonna get cut, isn't it then?
No, keep this all in.
So underneath you.
Oh, it's in my pocket.
Oh, I'm keeping that in for sure. And I love watching those videos. They're long.
Me too.
Sometimes I like falling asleep to them. Like when they read Heated Rivalry, I fell asleep to that because I'd already read the book. So it's a bit like an audio book, but like then they discuss what's happening and talk about it.
And they read the important parts.
Yeah, they read
almost
the whole
exclusively.
thing. However, I've not actually read all of mine fully. I don't know if you have.
No, I've read the first chapter of mine.
Okay, so I know for a fact mine is not smut. Smut being sexual content in fiction
There
reading.
might be in mine, but they're currently... In the chapter I'm going to read today, there currently is none.
Okay. Well, do you want me to go first so we can know how long it is?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, I also have not told Tilly, like, what mine's about. So mine was found on AO3.
So was mine.
If you know, you know. Maybe next time we'll also do a Wattpad one, because that's usually, the younger writers.
Yeah.
Mine is just from a book that's called One Shots WWE. I don't know if I want to say the author, because we might slate them. Who knows?
Well, I feel like you should probably say the author in case they decide to sue us.
Oh, so true. This is Cass _ 1012. Who knows?
2012? No.
No,
1012?
Yeah, 1012.
I thought you said... Oh, whatever. Anyway.
Okay. This is chapter 3, and it's called Break Each Other Open.
Ooh.
Do you want to hear the summary?
No.
You don't want to hear the summary?
No, I want to be surprised by all.
Do you want the notes of who the two people in the chapter are?
No.
Okay, well, we start straight in, I believe, because it's a one shot. Oh, so I'm not doing accents.
Oh, I didn't assume we were going to do accents.
Oh, okay.
That's one way to be offensive that I'm trying to not do.
Well, I can't announce where they're from, because then you'll know.
Okay.
Well, okay, the names are in the first, like, 2 sentences.
Okay, I'm ready.
You know what your problem is, Drew? Punk's voice cuts through the arena like a blade.
So excited.
Each syllable honed by years of microphones and live audiences. The crowd roars, a rolling wave of noise. Half cheers, half boos, all hungry.
Oh.
That was nice. Drew stands opposite him in the ring, Thick fingers curled around a mic, damp hair hanging in his face, chest rising and falling with the slow, deliberate breaths of a man very carefully holding the line between worked and real.
Oh.
You keep pretending you're some noble warrior, Punk continues, pacing the ring like a lion in a too small cage. When really you're just another guy desperate to stay at the head of the table long enough to feel important.
I mean, preach.
He pauses, letting the words hang. The camera zooms in on Drew's face. The Titantron blows up every twitch, every flicker in his eyes. Drew lifts the mic. The crowd quiets by a fraction. My problem, I'm not doing a Scottish accent.
I didn't want you to do a Scottish
Well,
accent.
you'd like to say something?
I was going to say, I don't think that when Drew picks up the mic, the audience gets quieter. They're more likely to get louder.
I don't know what year this was written, so
Oh, fair, maybe.
it could have been a good year for him.
Maybe.
My problem, Drew says, the low growl of his accent threading through the building. My problem is that I'm still wasting my time listening to a man who walked away when things got hard and only came back when the place was already built for him. Okay, so we know it's post-pipe bomb.
Yeah, so it's probably quite recent. I'd
don't
say
know.
maybe like 2023, maybe?
I don't want to go back and look. Sorry, Cass, _1012.
I'd say 2023 maybe because that's when Punk came back to WWE.
Okay. Well, continue on. Ooh, shit, my God. There's a collective ooh from the audience. Ooh. It's like, ooh, rather than ooh. Sorry.
Ooh!
Me. that was me. Anytime anyone says anything, I'm ooh.
Ooh!
Punk's mouth curves a dangerous grin pulling at his lips. This is what he lives for. Being poked, being challenged, being handed a match and a can of gasoline and told no, really, it's fine. Light it. He takes a step closer, then another, until they're nose to nose in the centre of the ring.
Just kiss a little bit.
Their cameras eat up. The commentary's team's voice spike an octave higher.
Just kiss a little bit.
An octave higher?
Michael Cole. I've never seen these two do this before.
Wade Barrett.
That's my move. That's my move. You can't steal my move. We're yelling our poor neighbours.
It's 11:30, by the way, at night when we're recording this. You keep talking about the hard times like you invented them, Punk says, voice dropping low enough only the first few rows in the television audience will hear clearly. You didn't invent
Sorry.
SHIT. Scottish.
You didn't invent Scottish.
No, he calls him Scottish.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. I thought you were trying to replace the swear word with Scottish.
No, you didn't invent sugar. Scottish.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
Drew leans down, closing the last inch with deliberate menace. You sure you want to make this personal, Phil?
Just kiss a little bit.
The use of his real name hits Punk's like a body blow. His eyes flash just for a second.
Pure lust.
Anyone else would miss it under the glare of the lights. Drew sees it. Of course he does.
Sometimes I forget this is an audio podcast for some people, so I'm just sat here just like having the best time.
Yeah, we do need some more reactions from you,
I'm so sorry. I'm invested.
Punk tilts his head, smirks. It's already personal. You can also watch videos of us on Spotify and YouTube if you want to see our reactions.
If you want
to
to see me just get really excited and like really into this.
He shoves Drew's shoulder hard enough that the big man staggers half a step. The crowd pops, an explosion of adrenaline and bloodlust. Drew straightens slowly, rolling his neck, and when he looks back at
Rodding
Punk...
his neck?
Rolling his
Oh,
neck.
I'm so sorry, I can't hear it.
And when he looks back at Punk, his eyes are cold.
He's as cold as ice.
The match is made then without anyone needing to say it. It's not about the title, not about rankings, not about who's next in line. It's about pride and history and old scars that still ache when the weather changes.
Who was it's gonna go back to his office and make it official?
Adam Pearce.
Adam Pearce. That was a lovely line, by the way. I didn't appreciate that.
Yeah.
But it was lovely.
Look, people need to pay people at AO3 because some of the writing on there
Where did Alchemized come from? Was that AO3 originally?
Mayhaps. Probably. No, I think
yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Same as All the Young Dudes. Did you ever read that?
No.
Oh, that was really good. I have it saved on my phone if you want it.
Maybe. I'm currently trying to read it off campus.
Yeah. Love that new series.
We're having a good time watching that series. It is ice hockey, but we're having a fun time.
Some of us actually like ice hockey in this house.
By some, you mean you. Just because I didn't grow up watching the ice hockey.
Neither did I.
Friend of the family, Anita, used to play ice hockey.
Correct.
For England. Maybe.
I believe they just use Great Britain. Not that Britain the Great, but... And maybe off campus has inspired some things with the hair. Or maybe it hasn't.
Mine's not. Yours is.
Mine is.
It looks cute though. I really like it.
Back to the story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to read that line again because it was good.
It was lovely.
It's about pride and history and old scars that still ache when the weather changes. Ooh!
That's lovely.
It's about the fact that every time Drew looks at Punk across the ring, his chest tightens for reasons that have nothing to do with hate.
Just kiss a little bit. Just kiss a bit.
Punk drops the mic with a satisfying clatter. Drew's hits the mat a second later. They explode at the same time. The crowd has no way of knowing how many times they've rehearsed this dance. They don't hear the barely audible, good?
They start waltzing.
Sing a waltz for me.
Girl, you know I can't do that.
It was 4. It's a count of 4. Dun 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 dun. Wait. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I can't.
No.
Sorry. Look, I've lost my did music. Fury was wee.
Hey, we're not musicians.
I used to be. I used to be in an orchestra. Fun fact.
What did you play in the orchestra?
Percussion.
Give me a beat.
I was percussion, and then I also was a cover conductor.
That part I knew.
Still got the baton upstairs somewhere in my room, I think. Maybe it's at my parents'.
This is a Diet Coke in my mug today, by the way.
I have a Coke Zero cherry float.
Yes.
With 2 shots of vodka.
Hey, G's on holiday.
I am. Anyway, back to the story. The crowd has no way of knowing how many times they've rehearsed this dance. They don't hear the barely audible "you good" as Drew's forearms crashes into Punk's jaw, or Punk's breathless "yeah, lay it in" as he staggers back into the corner. Excuse me? To them, it's chaos. To Drew and Punk, it's choreography with just enough chaos to feel like the real thing.
5, 6, 7, 8.
For a second, I thought you weren't even going to make a musical reference. I thought you were going to do... Oh, it is High School Musical 2.
Which one?
Where Sharpay does You Got the Music in Me with Zach. Oh, he does a really high-pitched.
When I sing my favorite song, I know we belong.
Cause you are the music in.
I'd already made a High School Musical 2 reference, and you missed it. It's when...
What do you mean?
It's when...
What do you mean?
When Sharpay watches Ryan do the rehearsal with the others from the school, and then he walks out, and then there's the drummer still there, and she goes, "Give me a beat," and then they walk out.
No, I clocked it. That's why I said High School Musical 2.
When?
Just now. Watch it back, and you'll know. They'll know.
Right.
They being you, listener/watcher.
Anyway, back to my bedtime story.
Punk whips Drew into the ropes. Drew rebounds a freight train of muscles and momentum. Stop touching your fringe. Punk ducks the clothesline, springs back, and nails a running knee that looks brutal enough to break teeth. Drew sells it like he's been knocked stupid for a half second. He actually is seeing stars, because Punk caught him just a shade too snug. The fans chant, Holy sugar. Holy sugar. Real swear words are being used, but just not by us. Security pours in, agents sliding into the ring, grabbing her arms and waist, yanking them apart for the camera. Punk fights against 3 bodies, veins standing out in his neck, true, spitting curses that would make standards and practices sweat.
In my head is witchcraft curses. We've made that reference before on this podcast.
What am I reading? I don't even know what I'm saying. Drew wrenches free from 2 more, chest heaving, eyes locked on Punk, like he'd tear him apart if given half the chance. On commentary, they're talking about grudges, about legacy, about men who refuse to back down.
Legacy.
What is a legacy? No one mentions the way Drew's...
I thought you were still going.
You should know that monologue doesn't have no one mentions in.
You should know that as soon as I left that building, almost every single piece of knowledge that I had about it has disappeared.
Legacy. What is a legacy?
It's planting seeds in a field you never get to see.
Seeds
in a field.
Is it planting seeds in the garden you never get to see?
I swear
America,
it's
you
field.
sent... No, it's garden. I'm pretty sure it's garden. America, you sent for me. You great unfinished symphony. No. I'm losing.
I'm losing my edge.
I'm losing my mother tongue.
Well, you know what they say?
Legacy.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
In the garden you never get to see.
America,
You great unfinished symphony. You sent for
me.
You sent... No, it's you sent for me.
Am I going to have to Google the words?
You made... Me make a difference? You made make a difference?
You help me make a difference.
A place where even orphan immigrants can... A place can read, write...
Read, write, see.
No.
When I get my favorite
If you don't know
song,
Maya
I
and Tilly's
know
Law,
you belong.
is that we met on
You
Hamilton's
got the
musical.
music in.
The American musical, depending on how you want to say it.
What's it called?
The song at the end of the Capes.
Hamilton. Soliloquy.
Yeah, just do monologue. It's like one of the only monologues in the show. I could do the Burr, half of your obedient servant. Probably.
I have the
Because that's just waiting.
Ladies and ladies.
Gentle spoons. Have you found it?
I'm
God.
trying to find it.
Legacy. What is a legacy? It's planting seeds in a garden you never get to see.
Yeah.
You found it?
Yeah.
America?
No.
Oh,
I wrote some notes at the beginning of a song. Someone will sing for me.
America, you great unfinished symphony you sent for me. You help me make a difference. What is it?
You let me make a difference. A place where even orphan immigrants can leave their fingerprint and rise up. I'm running out of time. I'm running and my time's up. Eyes up. Eyes up. I catch a glimpse of the other side. Lauren leads a soldier's chorus on the other side. My son is on the other side. He's with my mother on the other side. Washington is watching from the other side. Teach him how to say goodbye.
I'd be substage at this moment, by the way.
I'm
Coming to you.
upstairs.
No, I'm coming to you.
Oh, no, you are. Rise up, Eliza.
My love, take your time. I'll see you on the other side. He aims his pistol.
No. Raise a glass to freedom.
Okay. He aims his pistol at the sky.
Wait.
Poof. Me slamming my way through stage left quick change with the bucket full of hats.
Hats.
Boom.
So many hats.
Hiya.
Hiya.
How's your show been?
The picnic hat.
Aww.
Aww. Miss him. Love him. Going to carry on our story.
Yeah, sorry for that.
Sorry for the
interlude. No one mentions the way Drew's gaze flicks just for a heartbeat from Punk's furious snarl to the small smudge of blood at the corner of his lip. No one notices how Punk's hand twitches like he wants to wipe it away. They're pulled in opposite directions, dragged to opposite sides of the ring, up separate ramps. The segment ends in a...
Separate ramps? Where are we?
I don't think we specified a location. Now, how would you say that word? Segment ends in a...
Cacophony.
Cacophony, thank you. Sorry, I can't read. Of replays and hyped
English is hard.
voices. The promises of a match that will tear the house down. We know I couldn't
Tear the house down boots.
Tear the house down boots, diva! It is a gay one after all. Backstage, the noise changes. The roar of the crowd becomes a muffled rumble. The bright lights dim to harsh fluorescence. The ring canvases give way to concrete and curtain and road cases.
How can the bright lights dim to harsh fluorescence?
Next question. Drew's adrenaline is still spiking. His ears ring. Girl been there. His shoulders throb where Punk hammered him with stiff shots. Ooh, didn't like that. Don't like that right in. He also can't get that smear of blood out of his head.
Just kiss a little bit.
Well, they might. Punk disappears. Reader, we're reading on. And listener, I suppose, because you're listening, I'm reading. Punk disappears through the curtain on the opposite side. Agents and producers swarm, clapping backs, issuing notes, half yelling praise over the din. What's the din?
Like background low level noise.
Oh, the thing I hate. But also need to sleep. That was insane, one of the producers breathes. You two
Which producer do you think it would be?
That was insane. He breathes it, so it's like, that was insane. That was insane.
One that's lost his voice.
Maybe it's Paul Levesque after yelling at maybe this is the same day that he yelled at LA Knight.
I think it's more likely to be Road Dogg.
Yeah, probably.
Because Road Dogg has, I feel, a perpetual
breathy
sore throat.
tone.
Yeah.
You two are gonna print money with this. Yeah.
Money laundering?
Maybe. They've got one of those American sweet shops in London.
Yes. Or a mattress shop.
No, I've never been in one.
I have, and nobody sells that many mattresses to keep those shops open.
I only have bought my mattresses from online.
Interesting.
What does it say about you? About me? I don't care about what I sleep on. The floor, most likely. Drew grunts something non-committal. Rolling his shoulder. His heart pounds for reasons. There's only one shoulder, so it's... His heart pounds for reasons no one in this hallway will guess.
And all
that...
You missed yours. There you go.
Cheers! We've been very stagey this week.
I've been at work.
I haven't. He waits, plays his part, throws a few more angry words for the handheld camera trailing him down the corridor. He bangs on a door, yells Punk's name, lets security hold him back.
Oh, Phil!
Again, it's all cut together beautifully. Then when the cameras finally peel away, when attention shifts to the next segment, Drew ducks left, slipping down a quieter hallway. The crew is moving equipment, focused on cables and cases. Nobody pays him any real mind. 6'5" men in gear are just part of the wallpaper around here.
Punk's not 6'5".
No, as in he is 6'5".
I'm
It's Drew.
so
This is Drew.
sorry.
Punk is waiting. Now there's a line break, like as in like there's a
vertical line.
Yeah, no, horizontal. It's a horizontal line right now. To then separate into where we are now into a new scene.
Okay.
So that just happened. Punk is waiting.
Ad break.
Do an advert for us.
Come and see the Book of Mormon show in the West End.
The spare wardrobe room smells like fabric steam, plastic, and the faint ghost of someone's too strong cologne from earlier in the night.
I can picture it.
There's a rack of jackets and shirts shoved haphazardly against the wall, folding table with a sewing machine and a pile of sequins that have seen better days. Sequins?
A pile of sequins?
The door clicks shut behind Drew. The latch sounds loud in a small space.
I thought you were going to say the latch sounds latchy.
No, I just can't read.
The latch sounds latchy.
Punk sits on the edge of the table, arms crossed, one boot dangling, his gear half off, t-shirt gone, wrist tape torn from one hand, hair damp with fresh sweat. There's still a thin line of red at the corner of his mouth. For a second, neither of them say anything. The quiet hums, thick with leftover fury and something else heavier, denser. Drew leans back against the closed door, letting his head thump gently against the wood. You caught me with that knee, old man. Punk snorts. You told me to lay it in. I didn't tell you to rearrange my face. You'll live. Silence again. Drew watches Punk's chest rise and fall. Punk's eyes flick over Drew's body, checking for damage out of habit, out of something like concern.
Something like concern.
Maybe, are they ex-lovers?
What's like concern?
Something like concern.
What's like concern?
Like, comment, subscribe. What a beautiful segue that was.
I'm concerned when you don't like, comment, subscribe.
I am indeed. You okay? Punk asks, the edge gone from his voice. Drew's throat tightens at the shift. That's always what gets him. The way Punk can go from spitting venom in his face to sounding genuinely worried in half a heartbeat once the cameras are gone. Drew says. You? Now, if he wasn't Scottish, I is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I also say I.
You do. You got Scottish roots, though. Those roots, they go deep.
I actually just got my roots done.
I'm my favourite song, I know we belong.
So they're not Scottish, they're Goldwell colour.
Not Spawn.
Wish you would, though. Punk shrugs a shoulder. Again, just one. Bruised... Ooh.
I don't know what that was.
We're up going to A&E. Bruised ego, bloody lip. He licks at the corner of his mouth, winces. I'll survive. Drew pushes off the door, takes 3 long strides. Stops with a breath between them. Up close, the line of blood is more obvious. A stark contrast.
Hold on, if he licks this blood off of his face, I think I might actually scream.
Is more obvious. A stark contrast against Punk's stubble. Drew's fingers flex at his side. A traitorous urge to touch. Punk cocks his head, reading him in that infuriatingly accurate way he always does. I wonder if they must be ex-lovers, because no one's actually touched anyone yet, well, apart from fighting.
They're either ex-lovers or they've always wanted unrequited love.
I love the drama, Mick.
So the drama Mick could just love it.
What? He asks.
I thought you were asking me.
No, I'm reading the story, babe. Drew huffs a breath that feels like it drags something out of his chest. Huffs a breath. Have you ever huffed a breath before?
No, clearly.
Why were you inhaling and exhaling at the same time?
I'm making noise on an exhale. Go on, you do it. No, I want you to let out all of your air and then try and scream.
I can't when we're laughing!
Sorry, I won't look at you. Let out all your breath, not breathe.
I can't because we're laughing.
Okay, I won't look at you.
No, I can't do this when we're reading WWE fan fiction about Drew McIntyre and CM Punk.
I'm excited. Please carry on.
Drew huffs a breath that feels like it drags sight out of his chest. You're a sight, you know that?
Sight for sore eyes.
Punk raises an eyebrow. Romantic McIntyre. Real Shakespearean sugar. Anytime I say sugar, it's obviously being replaced with the S word in the story. Shut up, Drew mutters. Shut up. He lifts a hand, hesitates only a fraction of a second before his thumb brushes the corner of Punk's mouth. I knew you were going to reach towards me. You see, start to lean back.
Yeah.
Wiping away the last smear of red, Punk's breath hitches. There, Drew says softly. All better. You worried I'd stain the merch? Punk's voice is rougher now. It's like simmering underneath. Ooh.
Lust. Pure lust.
Raw sex appeal. That's what I've got. Drew's thumb lingers an instant too long. Something like that. Punk's hand shoots up, big and calloused, closing around Drew's wrist. I don't like it. The contact snaps the fine thread of restraint between them. Drew's free hand finds Punk's hip, fingers curling around bone and muscle. You want me to stroke your ego now? Oh my goodness, we said there'd be no smut.
Are they lying to us? Is there smut?
You've been doing it for weeks, Punk says, his mouth curls, but his eyes are serious. Might as well be honest about it. Drew laughs, the sound low. Maybe this is the first time they've done something then.
Oh.
You think this is about your ego? He leans in, close enough to feel Punk's breath, the heat rolling off his skin. Punk's hand slides from Drew's wrist, up his forearm, over the swells of his bicep, settling on his shoulder. What's it about then? Punk murmurs. Drew's answer is not verbal. He kisses him instead.
I said just kiss a little bit. How exciting.
Punk meets him halfway. Always has. So have they, haven't they? I don't know. Their mouths crushed together. All the leftover aggression from the ring rerouted into this. Into the press and drag of lips and the scrape of stubble. Drew cups Punk's jaw, tilting his head to deepen the angle, swallowing the soft sound that escapes Punk's throat.
Wow.
It's not gentle.
No.
Not at first. It tastes like sweat and adrenaline and faint traces of the arena. Cheap coffee, stale popcorn, the metallic tang of blood.
Whoa.
Ooh. Punk's fingers dig into Drew's shoulder. Drew's other hand slides up the smaller Punk's back, dragging closer until their bodies line up, chest to chest.
Oh.
We've not finished, doll. I've just itched my forehead.
This is good.
Punk bites lightly at Drew's lower lip. A challenge even here, even now. Drew huffs a breath into his mouth and answers by kissing him harder, pouring everything he didn't say on the mic into the hot, hungry press of his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
They're on a table, lest we forget. The table creaks.
Are they still, or are they like...
The table creaks under them as pink...
No.
Pink! Get down! Drew McIntyre would be like... I'm so sorry to my Scottish relatives who definitely aren't listening to this.
I don't have any Scottish relatives, so I'm not sorry.
The table creaks under them as Punk leans back, pulling Drew with him, hand sliding up into Drew's hair. Well, there's a lot of it.
There's so much of it, and it's so full of hair dye.
He tugs hard enough to make Drew groan against his lips. The sounds go straight through Punk, sparking in his nerves. Sorry, I just was thinking about, you know how when we get our hair freshly dyed, and like, when you sweat and stuff, it, like, the dye sometimes can transfer off.
Yes.
And the idea of you having your hands in Drew McIntyre's hair and you can take them out and then
it looks like you've been like coal mining. Yeah.
That's what I was picturing.
It looks like you've been doing like charcoal drawings in school.
What does his hotel pillow look like?
Oh, you know that all of their bedspreads are completely ruined by fake tan and hair dye.
Wow. Sugar. Punk breathes when they break for air, foreheads bumping.
Donk.
Bonk! You're gonna mess up my hair, man. That's what he's worried about?
That pompadour.
I'll fix it, Drew says, and kisses him again before Punk can throw a retort. This time, there's less clash and more melt. Aww.
Oh,
The
that's
sharp
nice, actually.
edges soften. Punk's hands loosen. Fingers tracing the nape of Drew's neck. Please don't touch me.
I wasn't going to touch you.
Drew's thumb strokes the hollow behind of Punk's ear, memorising the shape of him. Please get your hand away from me.
Heaven forbid I get comfortable on the sofa.
No, because you've tried to recreate this with me and I don't want this to be recreated with you. I'm scared.
Oh, not with me?
No. With Cody, maybe.
Yeah. If you want your little Cody figure. Beautiful.
The wardrobe racks rustle softly as Drew shifts. Are we still in this bloody room?
We're still in the room. You're back in the room.
Caging Punk in with his arms, giving him something solid to lean into. Punk's breathing evens out, the frantic rhythm smoothing into something steadier as they find their pace. For a heartbeat, 2, 3, it's quiet. Just a soft slide of mouths.
Ugh.
The whisper of fabric, the muted thud of Drew's heart against Punk's chest. Then, inevitably, reality creeps back in. The faint echo of footsteps in the hallway, the muffled crackle of a walkie-talkie. Punk pulls back, eyes flicking to the door. His thumb stays hooked in the collar of Drew's gear.
In the collar of Drew's gear. In his t-shirt? In his little vest?
Mayhaps, because do you reckon he doesn't wear
No,
t-shirt top gear?
No.
Top gear. He's the stick. Sorry, the way my face just lit up at the words Top Gear.
That really tickled me. Unless they were just doing like an in-ring call-out promo.
I think that's what they were doing.
So they've got
Then they had a little scrap.
they've
So I
got
guess
full clothes on.
They got t-shirt, vest, whatever.
Yeah. And we all know that Drew loves to rock a little vest. Much like me today.
He gives lesbian in a gay club.
Yeah. No, I see. Yeah.
And by that I mean, do you remember every single time we went out? Or I went out when you witnessed me get ready at work. And I would wear a black vest.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a uniform. We've all been there. We've all done it. Like, he's reluctant to let go entirely. So he's got his thumb still in it. Because he doesn't want to quite fully let go.
Yeah.
We should. Yeah, Drew says. We should. Neither of them moves. Punk huffs a laugh, the sound thin. Sworn enemies, he mutters, sneaking off to make out in a closet like teenagers. Drew's mouth quirks. Think teenagers are more subtle.
Is he still married to AJ?
I don't know. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know if they've done it before. We don't know if it's the first time. We don't know if he's still married. Either of them. They're both married.
Are they both married?
I think Jack out the wife. He's got a cat. That's all I know.
One of the same.
Drew's mouth quirks. Think teenagers are more subtle. You calling me obvious? Drew leans in, brushing their noses. I'm calling you loud, old man. There's a difference. Punk's eyes crinkle at the corners despite himself. You love it. Drew says quietly, the word slipping out before he can catch it. I do. Silence. Punk swallows, throat working, his fingers tighten briefly in Drew's collar. It's not the first time they've said it. Not exactly. It's just the first time tonight, in this arena, after this kind of match, it hits harder. So they are aware of each other's love for each other.
Their attraction to each other.
Yeah, so maybe they are together, who knows? We don't know yet. We're still working on.
It's giving like part 1 of heated rivalry.
I'd say like we're halfway through.
Yeah.
Like they definitely have done this before.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not using their first names.
No.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He lifts a hand, presses it flat against Drew's chest, over his pounding heart. You gotta stop saying sugar like that when I have to go back out there and call you a selfish coward.
That's not the C word I thought you were going to put at the end of that sentence. I'm not going to lie to you.
Or I would have used a different word, but no! Drew catches his wrist, presses a kiss to the inside of his forearm. Slow and lingering. You were the one in my face earlier, remember? calling me every name under the sun.
Whoa.
That's on camera, Punk says. This is... He trails off. Drew knows the end to the sentence anyway. This is ours.
Aww.
He nods once, solemn. I know. The footsteps... I. The footsteps in the hall grow louder, passing by, fading again. They both exhale. Punk slides off the table, landing lightly on his feet. Well, that does make sense, because he's the lighter of the two. He pushes Drew back a step with both hands on his chest, then smacks him lightly there, like punctuation. Oh, smacks on the chest.
Oh, fine. Okay,
Sorry, yeah, that was a bit confusing,
I was
wasn't
like,
it?
huh?
Go shower, he says. You smell like a brewery exploded. We've been drinking on the job.
On the job.
Drew snorts. Snorts me? Pretty sure that's you. That was a snore, not a snort. Think more pepper.
Oink.
Mutual destruction, Punk says, smirking. Very romantic. He reaches for the door, pauses, looks back. Ham planner style, that is. There it is, that flicker of softness that no one else gets to see. That tiny drop of vulnerability that would shock the world if it ever made it to air. Hey, he says, voice low. Good work out there. Drew's chest warms. You too. The door opens. Punk steps out into the corridor with a scowl already twisting his features, ready to snap at the first person who looks at him sideways. Drew follows half a minute later, shoulders squared, jaw tight, presenting himself again as the enemy, the obstacle, the man who's going to break CM Punk in the ring. Everyone outside thinks they hate each other. They've worked very hard to make sure of it. Ad break. And there's still more to go.
Whoa.
Anything to say so far?
I'm having a good time. I think it's quite well written. That's all I really have to say. Please like and subscribe.
Shall I continue?
Yeah.
The first time Drew
Wait,
kissed...
how much longer is left?
Quite a few scrolls. Maybe we'll just do my one then.
Yeah.
And then we'll do yours for another episode. If you want to hear Tilly yap. Because apparently all I'm doing is reading.
Well, do you want me to take over? I can read a bit.
No, because I want to see your reaction. So I
Okay.
picked this one. The first time Drew kissed Punk, it was in a hotel room that smelled like takeout and cheap soap. 4 months before their hatred became official. Hatred being in quotation marks. They weren't supposed to be friends. Their histories only intersected in scattered ways. Old locker rooms, passing insults on podcasts.
Whoa.
Half-remembered crossovers. Punk had left before Drew's renaissance, before the Claymore became a ward against mid-card obscurity. Drew gained into a main eventer in a world where CM Punk was a ghost story, told in hushed voices over late-night post-show drinks. That's really good writing there. I'm picturing the world, do you know what I mean? Then Punk came back. By then, Drew had titles, scars, and a chip on his shoulder big enough to build a small house. Punk walked in with his reputation preceding him, all sharp eyes and sharper tongue, carrying that air of, I don't need this place, I chose this place. Their first on-screen interaction was unplanned. A promo went long, a script got shuffled, someone made a call in the headset, Drew was cutting a post-match victory speech when Punk's music hit. Do the music.
Look in my eyes, what do you see?
He remembered gripping the top rope, watching the entrance ramp as the crowd went nuclear. Punk walked out in street clothes, microphone in hand, that infuriating little smirk already in place. I heard you talking about hard work, Punk had said when he finally got to the ring. And I thought, man, if there's anyone who knows about being screwed over and sent packing, it's me. I hope they could hear that bang on the mic.
They probably couldn't, but there was a large bang outside.
I think it was someone putting their bike away in the bike lockers.
Oh, yeah, the bike shed.
The barbs came easy after that. The barbs?
The barbs?
I hope not. Drew's "You walked, I rebuilt" versus Punk's "I bled this place dry before you even figured out how to cut a promo." There was a heat there, a spark the producers recognised instantly. "Money," one of them whispered in the gorilla position as they came back through the curtain. "That's money." Who do you think that was? Doesn't say, so.
It sounds like something Vince McMahon would say.
Yeah. I guess it... Was Vince still working for WWE when Punk came back?
Yeah, yes.
Just maybe.
Pass. Actually, I don't know. I could have just completely lied. Like we said, we don't fact check.
They were thrown into a program together almost immediately. Tag partners one week, opponents the next, trading promos in ring and online. The world decided they hated each other before either of them had time to actually decide what they felt beyond competitive irritation. 3 weeks into the feud, they were booked on the same live event tour, bouncing from city to city with too little sleep and too much caffeine. That night, they closed the show with a brawl that spilled into the crowd, and the both of them laid out on the floor, sounding like they'd been hit by trucks. Backstage, sweaty and bruised, they ended up in the same trainer's room. Drew sat on a table icing his shoulder, Punk sat on the one opposite, getting his rib checked. "You stiffed me on that clothesline," Punk grumbled, wincing as the trainer poked a tender spot. "You ducked late," Drew shot back. "You're slow. You're fragile." The trainer rolled his eyes. "You two done flirting so I can finish my job?" The trainer is me, apparently. Because that's the shit eyes. That's the sugar I say. They both shut up. After, when the ice packs were strapped down and the painkillers had been handed out, they left the trainer's room together, heading down the same bland hotel hallway. "You staying on 6? Punk asked, stabbing the elevator button. "Yeah," Drew said. "You?" "Same." The ride-up was quiet. The adrenaline crash had hit them both hard. That hazy, floaty exhaustion where your body feels both heavy and barely there. At the 6th floor, the door slid open. The hallway was empty, just patterned carpet and generic art on the walls. They walked in silence until they reached Drew's door. 615. Punk's room, it turned out, was 617. The next door.
Ooh.
"Night," Punk said, lifting a hand in a half-hearted wave. "Night," Drew echoed. He should have gone in then, should have swiped his key card, stepped into his room, showered off the night, scrolled his phone until his brain gave up. Instead, he said, "You want a drink?" Punk stopped, looked back. "You invited me into your room, McIntyre?"
Ooh.
"Just a beer," Drew said. "Hotel bar's closed. I've got a couple in the mini fridge." Punk's mouth quirked. "You trust me with your mini bar?" "Don't push it."
Punk's straight edge.
Yeah. This is fan fiction.
But still.
Yeah. Well, this is post him leaving. He's old now.
He's still straight edge.
Is he?
Yeah.
IRL?
Yeah.
Not kayfabe?
No.
Maybe he's having a Lucasade.
A little ginger ale, perhaps.
An Oasis.
A Sprite.
Ooh, a J2O.
Oh.
Would love a Capri Sun cherry right now. That wasn't a J2O, but I just thought of it. There was a beat where something unspoken passed between them. Then Punk shrugged, slung his bag high on his shoulder. "Sure, 1 beer." In Drew's room, Punk tossed his bag onto the armchair and collapsed onto the foot of the bed with a groan. "My body hates me," he muttered, sprawled on his back, arms flung out.
If he's not careful, he's not going to be able to get back up.
Me. "You're the one who kept asking for more," Drew said, fishing 2 bottles from the fridge. "Let's take it to the crowd, Drew. Let's jump off something, Drew. Hit me again, Drew. I thought you were supposed to be the smart one." "I am," Punk said, reaching for the beer. "I didn't jump off anything. You did."
This part feels like banter they'd have in a filmed in front of a live studio audience. A sitcom.
You pushed me. Semantics. They drank in companionable half silence, the TV flickering silently in the background. Some replay of a game, some late night host monologue, noise without meaning. SNL? But it's a Monday, Friday. Well, to be fair, notification, it could have been a Saturday night main event.
Mm-hmm.
So, Punk said eventually, staring at the ceiling. You really hate me? Drew choked slightly on his beer. What? Just wondering, Punk said. Feels like half the locker room does.
Aww.
Phil.
Oh, Phil.
Drew
That's why
leaned-
Danhausen's there now.
Drew leaned back against the headboard, bottle resting on his thigh. People talk, he said. You give them something to talk about. Yeah, well, Punk said, it's not like you're Mr. Congeniality either.
T.
Or he could be if he wins the John Cena best
John
friends
Cena
race.
classic.
The John Cena best friend race.
Yes.
Drew huffed a laugh. Aye, fair enough.
Scottish people do say yes. This author knows this, right?
I assume this author might be American, based on some of the spellings I've seen here. So I don't think that they know.
No.
He studied Punk's profile, the lines at the corners of his of his eyes, the way his hair stuck up. The way his hair stuck up in messy tufts, the faint bruising already forming along his jaw where Drew's forearm had caught him. I don't hate you, he said finally.
In my head, when they describe hair like
in
that.
my head. Yeah, go ahead.
When they describe hair like that, it looks like the purple minion.
Bring the minions to WWE Universe.
We can't keep going back on this. They won't listen to us.
I don't hate you, he said finally. Punk turned his head. No? Drew shrugged. You're stubborn, arrogant, talk too much. He took a swig. But you love this. The work, the show. Same as me. A slow smile tugged at Punk's mouth. Careful. People will say you're a fan. Don't push it, Drew repeated, but there was no heat in it. They let the quiet settle again. The room felt smaller than it was, like the walls had crept in an inch or two, their presence taking up much more space than the furniture. Gotta admit, Punk said after a while, you surprised me. How? Wasn't expecting you to go that hard at me on the mic, Punk said. Most guys tiptoe, you know. They're scared of saying something I'll use against them later. I'm not scared of you, Drew said simply. Punk's eyes flickered, something sparking there. Yeah, he said. I noticed. This is very heated rivalry, I fear.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, to be fair, Punk did call for somebody to write Heated Rivalry WWE edition with him.
Well, maybe we found it, folks. He sat up slowly, swinging his legs off the side of the bed to face Drew more directly. In my mind, it was because he was short, so like dangling off. Their knees brushed. Neither of them moved away.
Whoa.
You shouldn't invite me into your room if you're not scared of me, Punk said, voice dipping lower. Yeah, it says you shouldn't invite me into your room if you're not scared of me. Punk said, voice dipping lower. Why's that? Because I do stupid things when I get comfortable, Punk said. Say things I shouldn't, do things I shouldn't.
Oh.
What's he gonna do?
Where is your wife?
I don't think she exists in this
Where
timeline.
is your wife?
Drew met his gaze. Heart.
The gays.
Take that as you will. Heart thudding. Like what? Punk studied him for a long moment, searching, weighing. Drew held still, letting himself be examined. Like this, Punk said. He leaned in and kissed him.
That's crazy. That's an absolutely insane thing to do if you don't know how the other person's... If you're not 100% sure that you know that the other person is attracted to people in the same way that you are.
Yeah, you've got to have sensed a vibe at
Yeah.
some point to then suddenly be like this. Ooh. Ooh.
I just can't get over that. I think that's absolutely insane. That's the most unrealistic part of this whole thing for me so far.
Sure, Jan.
I said for me, not in general.
You're not on camera now.
I'm...
I hope this feels very like girly pop sleepover for you guys as it does for us.
That's why I'm getting more comfortable.
It wasn't explosive, like the kisses they trade later in broom closets and catering storage rooms. It was tentative, testing. The faintest press of lips, a question mark hanging in the air. Drew's first instinct was shock. CM Punk was kissing him in a mid-range hotel room in Topeka. This was not on his booking sheet. Was not on the sketch.
Mm.
His second instinct was, yes.
Ooh!
He tilted his head, deepening the kiss just enough to turn it from a question into an answer. Punk made a small sound, one hand coming up to rest on Drew's shoulder, bracing himself. That was a small sound.
Yeah.
When they pulled apart, both of them exhaled, like they'd been holding their breath for longer than the kiss itself. Well, Punk said, voice rough, that's one way to build chemistry. That's true. Drew's laugh came out shaky. You start all your programs like this? Only the special ones, Punk
Aww.
said. The second kiss was less tentative, and the third and the fourth. They kissed until the beer went warm on the nightstand, till the TV flickered off on its own, till their necks ached and their lips felt swollen.
That's a long time.
Yeah, TV to turn off by itself.
Yeah, that's
I
like...
guess we don't know how long the TV was on and like how long they were just like idle chatting for a while, I suppose.
Yeah, that's true. But even still, that's like over the course of like what, 5 hours, 6 hours?
Beer warm.
Yeah.
I thought they'd already finished their beers, so they could be like, haha, we drunk. Drunk in love.
That's lovely.
Thank you. They didn't talk about what it meant that night. They didn't set rules or boundaries or definitions. Now.
Okay, that's not... We should be doing that.
We should maybe be doing that, especially when we work together.
Otherwise you have to get HR involved.
Imagine being HR in WWE.
Oh, God.
It would be like being HR in a theatre.
Yeah. Just a whole mess of stuff constantly. That poor HR person is stressed.
Running around, screaming, crying, and throwing up.
Do you think that's why they're employing more
Married couples. Or like engaged or already dating people.
Yeah.
Maybe. Less of a HR?
Just a bit HR situation.
Less of a HR situation. Less of a HR scandal, I suppose.
I mean, because think about like WWE in like the 80s and 90s.
Even
Even into the early 2000s.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you remember when AJ Lee was kissing about a different man every week?
As she should, as is her prerogative.
Yeah, but still, like, she was kissing people who were already married to people that she was wrestling against.
Yeah,
like,
but then also,
aside.
like, how much of that was, like, Vince McMahon being like, and then she kisses this guy. Like,
yeah, pretty girl kisses hot man.
yeah.
Computer. If you know that computer reference, finish it off for me because we're about to get into that. They just kissed until they were too tired to do anything else. Punk fell asleep half on top of him, one arm draped over Drew's chest like it belonged there. Drew lay awake.
It does. In a 3 count.
Oh, yeah, I guess this is kind of true.
There's a 3 that he's pinned to the mat. He's out for the 3.
He wakes up. I win. Drew lay awake longer, staring at the dark ceiling, feeling the weight and warmth of him.
Drew just loves to look at the ceiling.
No, because it was Punk's staring to him before.
I'm so sorry.
Listen correctly. The familiar rightness of having someone there. In the morning, they woke stiff and sore and late for call time. Hey-o.
Hey-o.
Punk yawned, sat up, scrubbed a hand over his face. We tell anyone? He asked. Drew thought of producers, of writers, of the ravenous maw of social media. He thought of expectations and narratives and how quickly something fragile could be chewed up and spat out. No, he said, not yet. Punk studied him, nodded. Okay. He leaned down, pressed a quick, soft kiss to Drew's mouth that felt more intimate than anything they'd done the night before. See you at the building, he said. See you at the building, Drew echoed. The world spun on. Everyone thought they hated each other, and didn't correct anyone. Do you want to read? Because now there's an ad break again.
I can read now.
Do you want to read now?
My one question is, if this is the first time I've ever done this, why would Drew's first thought be to, like, we need to tell someone?
HR.
Yeah, true.
Have to get HR invoked.
Invoked.
Vogue! Okay, Tilly's
Okay.
turn because Georgia wants a sip.
By the time their feud hit television full force, the lines between work and whatever existed in the quiet spaces had blurred into something complicated and dangerous.
You might want to slow down on your reading so the people over there can hear you.
I'm so sorry. If you listen at 1.6 speed like I do, good luck. On screen, Drew called Punk selfish, bitter, a hypocrite. Punk called Drew a corporate pet, a guy who'd sold his soul to finally touch the main event. They tore into each other's histories with all the venom they could muster, pulling no punches in promos and very few in the ring. Off screen, they kept finding each other. A shadowed corner of the loading dock in Philly, where Drew pressed Punk up against the cool concrete wall, one big hand cradling the back of his skull as they kissed like they were trying to erase the taste of each other's insults.
Pause. First of all, it makes me feel so sad that they have to be kept hidden and it's not real. Like,
Yeah.
I'm literally like, ah!
Yeah.
Second of all, can you tell which one of us had drama school training from this? I wonder if you could.
You absolutely could.
Like, from just both of us reading. I wonder if you can tell who... Oh, we only had but I wonder if you can tell which one of us studied to be an actor and which one of us studied to be a stage manager.
I did want to be an actor.
Yeah, not even that long ago, babe.
A long time ago.
Because there was a time...
We don't talk about that time. It's a dark time.
Sofa,
It's a dark time.
and I was
you want me
looking
to
up
carry on or
drama
not?
schools for Tilly.
Do you want me to carry on or not?
Yes, please. Computer, make these guys super gay and horny.
You called me a coward, Drew murmured against Punk's mouth. You called me washed up, Punk shot back, fingers curled in Drew's shirt. I didn't hear you complaining when we nearly stole the show. I never complain when I'm right, Punk said and tugged him back down. A stairwell in Chicago, the air thick with ghosts of Punk's history in the city. Punk sat on the third step from the bottom, lacing his boots. Drew leaned against the wall, arms crossed, watching him.
Chicago.
Chicago. Are you nervous? Drew asked. Yes. Punk snorted. I was born nervous. I just learned how to hide it.
Me.
Born anxious, baby. Drew stepped forward, dropping to sit beside him. Their shoulders touched. Punk's breathing steadied.
Aww.
Don't fall down the stairs.
I think that's how I'd speak to someone I was dating, but yeah.
Don't fall down the stairs, Drew said. I'm not carrying you to the ring. You'd like that, Punk said. Big hero moment. Drew said. I would.
Scottish people don't say yes.
They never have. They don't know what it means. Punk glanced at him sideways. You're impossible, you know that? You keep telling me. Punk's hand found his, fingers tangled for a quick squeeze before footsteps echoed above them and they pulled apart like they'd been burnt. Hotel balconies and parking garages, catering lines where their fingers brushed over serving spoons, making them both freeze for a second before one of them cracked a joke loud enough to cover the flinch.
Oh.
The locker room brought the whole... I'm so sorry, I forgot how to read for a second. The locker room brought the whole... Oh my god, why can't I read?
Do you need to get back to reading?
No. The locker room bought the story wholesale. There we go. Jesus Christ. Those two are going to kill each other, someone said, watching a replay on their phone after one particular brutal exchange. Who would that be?
Who'd have a really bad gaydar? Jey Uso.
Mm-hmm. Let them, another replied. It's great TV.
That's what, obviously, Jimmy.
Yeah.
If I was in that locker room, I'd immediately...
Well, yeah, obviously.
My gaydar is very good. Hate to brag.
Drew and Punk played their roles. They glared in hallways when they knew eyes were on them. They cut each other off in interviews, stopped in front of cameras, yanked spotlights away from each other when practice timing. You really hate him that much? One of the younger guys asked Drew once, wide-eyed.
Young, wide-eyed Javon.
Drew shrugged, smirking. He brings it out in me.
Oh, this is literally heated rivalry.
Yeah. Some nights when the travel caught up and the injuries nagged louder than usual, the fights didn't stay neatly in the ring.
You need to open yourself up to the audience. Again, which one was said drama training?
I'm reading a story in an audio podcast.
We also on YouTube and Spotify videos.
You sandbagged me on that suplex, Punk snapped once in a nearly empty locker room, tossing his wrist tape into the trash with more force than necessary. You're imagining things, Drew said, pulling off his boots. Don't gaslight me, McIntyre, Punk snapped. You know what you did.
Ooh.
Drew's temper, always simmering close to the surface, flared. You're the one who went off script in the first minute and started throwing shots like we were in a bar fight. You could have handled it, Punk said. You're the big bad Scottish warrior, remember?
Me.
Oh, Drew bit back a curse, scrubbing his hand over his face. Why are we even arguing about this back here? Save it for the cameras. Because back there, Punk said, jabbing a finger in the direction of the curtain, I can't tell you I was worried about you, you idiot.
Oh.
That stopped Drew cold. Worried? You weren't moving right, Punk snapped. Your leg. You think I didn't notice? You almost botched the first claymore. Drew's mouth opened, then closed. He hadn't thought anyone had noticed that.
But of course his lover did.
Well, duh. Punk took a breath, let it out. I pushed you in the ring because I needed you to know that you could why can't I read today?
I don't think you can read ever.
No.
Personally.
Punk took a breath, let it out. I pushed you in the ring because I needed to know you could handle it, he said quietly. Because if you can't handle me, you sure as hell can't handle another 6 weeks of this program without something tearing. Drew stared at him. You're an arse, he said eventually. Punk's mouth twitched. Yeah. Drew stood, walked over and kissed him. It was quick, just a press of the lips, the faint scrape of stubble. But it shook something loose in both of them. I can handle you, Drew said against his mouth. Punk exhaled, some of the tension leaving his shoulders. Prove it.
Ooh.
Drew did. Thoroughly.
A ... moment.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my question. And this is for the gays that are listening, as in the men who love men.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what stubble versus stubble feels like.
Velcro.
Or like 2 hook Velcros.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
In my head, it's also like itchy.
Mm. Or like beard versus like beard on beard.
Mm.
I wonder what that feels like.
I don't know.
So many questions. If you are a member of the facial hair owning community, because not all men have facial hair and also some women have facial hair, and what, who also likes people who have facial hair, and you have kissed those people, let us know let us know if you can in words describe how it feels. Because I don't personally have enough facial hair to know what it feels like.
No, me neither.
So
they learned how to patch each other up without leaving evidence. Drew grew deft at taping Punk's ribs under his shirt. Punk learned exactly how much pressure to apply to Drew's bad knee to get the swelling down faster. They traded ice packs and heat packs and painkiller schedules. One night, Punk sat cross-legged on a hotel bed, carefully braiding a section of Drew's hair that had come loose after a match, whilst Drew read emails on his phone. This is very domestic of us, Punk said, tongue sticking out slightly in concentration. You're the one who complained about the tangles, Drew said. I didn't complain. I observed. You whined like a child. Punk tugged on the strand he was braiding, making Drew grunt. Say that again.
ooh. Now, are they still having to pay for 2 separate hotel rooms?
They absolutely are. Well, Punk's got his wife in his one.
You're assuming that in this world of this fanfiction that he's still married, first of all. Second of all, because they're paying for it themselves.
Yeah, but like they'll
Who's gonna
need
know?
to, but they'll need to give
Information
information
to
to people. Yeah,
so are they doing like, we have the rooms next to each other,
maybe,
and in one room's just like dressing room?
maybe.
Or they're doing literally Shane and Ilya 1 2 3 7.
That's a lovely accent.
Thank you.
I politely noted your discomfort, Drew corrected, deadpan. That's what I thought, Punk said, tying off the braid with a band. He patted Drew's shoulder. There. Now you look like a metal album cover. Drew glanced at himself in the mirror, smiled despite himself. You missed your calling as a hairdresser.
So is there just one braid? Is there multiple little braids? Like throughout scattered hair? Is it just like 2 little Frenches? So I need to know. As a hair girl, I need to know.
Yeah?
Didn't you?
Punk flopped backwards onto the bed. Think fans would chant for CM Stylist? They'd chant for you if you were sweeping the floor, Drew said. I meant
True.
it. Punk's hand found where it rested on the bedspread. Oh my gosh, why can't I read? Punk's hand found his where it rested on the bedspread, fingers laced. Lucky me, Punk said softly. The war outside continued?
Sorry.
So where's there a war? Oh, I'm so sorry. It says the war outside continued. Next line. Commentators speculated about who they wanted to win more, who hated who more, and who would destroy the other first.
Oh, here was me thinking that
We were in the middle of a war.
We had become on a war, like AU.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
One of them's getting shipped off.
Only Drew and Punk knew that after every brutal match, every blood, sweat, and tears-soaked segment, they ended up in the same place. Hands on each other, mouths on each other, trying to kiss the bruises away before the call time the next day.
The fact that when you're reading it, it looks like Brace also reading it.
That's how I'm not reading it. Bray's
Bray.
reading it, and I'm getting it
transmitting it
telepathically to me.
Uh-huh.
That's why I fumble the words sometimes.
Okay, because it gets lost in translation.
There's a lag. Yeah.
Okay.
Ad break.
Oh, okay. So we now know about their first kiss.
Mhm.
They're clearly together now.
Mhm.
World doesn't know. Is World gonna find out?
I don't know.
I'm scared for when the world finds out. I hope the world is kind to them.
I think we do the rest of this break, and then the next ad break we stop because we're currently at 1 hour and 14 minutes of time.
I'm okay with this being this whole thing.
Okay, who's editing this?
Me. So
Okay.
I'm off.
Oh, that's true. It wasn't sustainable. They both knew it. You can't run 2 narratives on one life forever without something cracking. The public one, all bile and betrayal, and the private one, all soft touches and unguarded eyes.
I'm scared.
The crack came on a Sunday night, in a city they'd both stopped bothering to remember the name of. They'd just finished a live event, a tag match that devolved into chaos in the last 5 minutes. Another team had blown a cue. Someone had fed Punk to the wrong side, and Drew had improvised a save that almost ended with him twisting his ankle off a bad landing.
Oof.
Backstage, everyone was wired and annoyed. Voices were raised, fingers pointed. The usual post-show arguments about whose fault it was and how it could have been avoided. Punk was pacing, jaws clenched, hands in his hair. Drew watched him from across the locker room, wrapping his knee in ice. You okay? One of the agents asked Drew. Aye. Drew said automatically.
Scottish people can't say yes.
I'm fine.
But that's his knee now mentioned twice.
Mm-hmm. His eyes never left Punk. The agent followed his gaze. He's pissed. He usually is. It's not on you, the agent said. He'll calm down. Drew nodded, non-committal. He pulled the ice pack tighter. His knee throbbed in time with his pulse. The conversation, the noise, the crowd of bodies gradually thinned. People trickled out to buses and cars and hotel shuttles. Punk didn't calm down.
Oh no.
Instead, he marched right over to Drew, eyes blazing. You're an idiot, he announced. Drew sighed. Good evening to you too.
Again, me.
It's like British people, Scottish people humour. Like
Scotland is in the UK.
No, but like, you know what I mean.
But also would love for us to gain some independence, like get a Scottish passport and it be part of the EU.
Anyway, you could have blown your knee out, Punk snapped. For what? 4,000 people and a handheld camera? It was a live event, Drew said. I wasn't going to leave you hanging. The spot had already blown, Punk said. You didn't need to hero dive off the top rope to make up for it. Drew's jaw tightened. We had an ending to get to. And you had an ACL to keep intact, Punk shot back. Newsflash, big man. Nobody's going to give you a medal for being stupid.
Oh, the angst.
Something in Drew snapped. Not all of us can just walk away when it gets hard, he said. Words sharp-edged, more venomous than he'd meant.
Oh.
Punk recoiled like he'd been slapped.
Ooh, I don't like when Daddy and Daddy fight.
For a second, the locker room went very quiet. The few people still there tried very hard to look like they weren't listening.
Sorry, I thought they were alone.
Yeah, no.
There are people. Cody Rhodes.
It's Cody Rhodes and like Damian Priest.
They're just.
Deer in headlights.
If we go really slowly, they won't know.
They might not know. It's two of the tallest people on the front.
And like, they're still packing up their stuff, and it's like.
Drew, Damien can't fit his giant like bat wings into his bag.
Like it's like the little like, and like every little.
Trying to do bag zips up and stuff.
Yeah.
Just leave it. Just leave it.
Just take it with you quickly.
Oh, we're doing that? Punk said, laugh brittle. You want to make this about history now? Drew's hands curled into fists on his thighs. I'm just saying, some of us can't afford to play martyr every time things don't go our way. You think any of this was easy for me? Punk demanded. You think walking away was some fun little vacation? I think you had the choice, Drew said. Some of us had to stick around and get fired and hired and fired again. Some of us had to rebuild from scratch whilst people like you were home deciding if you even wanted this anymore. Punk's mouth opened, then closed. A red flush crept up his neck.
Even my body's scared.
You know what, he said. You don't get to throw my past in my face every time you do something stupid in the ring.
Oh.
He turned on his heel, heading for the door. Drew's chest seized. Panic flared under the anger. Punk, Phil, he corrected quickly, voice dropping. Hold on. Punk stopped in the doorway. Didn't turn.
Damien and Cody are like...
The last two guys in the room exchanged looks and slipped out, wisely, leaving them alone.
They're walking towards their, the bus and the car.
Yeah.
I find it a little weird the way that they're... Yeah, well...
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Yeah.
That was a bit weird. Yeah, well, he called him Phil.
Yeah.
When was the last time you called him... Well, like, sometimes I call him Phil.
And Danhausen calls him Pepsi Phil.
There was a weird sexual energy, wasn't there?
Did you feel that?
Maybe that was just, like, tiredness. Let me go ask Brandy.
Drew hauled himself to his feet, grimacing as his knee protested. He limped over, every step a reminder of why they were fighting in the first place.
Oh.
Don't walk away when I'm talking to you, he said, softer now. That's rich, Punk said, giving you a little monologue. I'm sorry, Drew said. The words tasted strange. He didn't say them often. Not like this. I shouldn't have said that. Punk's shoulders rose and fell with uneven breaths. You think I don't worry about you? He said, voice tight. You think I like watching you throw yourself around every night like you're invincible? It's my job. It's going to be your early retirement if you're not careful, Punk snapped, spinning to face him. And then what, huh? What happens when you can't do this anymore because you've blown your knee out trying to save a spot in a match that nobody's going to remember in 2 weeks? Drew swallowed. The fear under Punk's anger was palpable, vibrating in the air between them.
Oh, because he's wondering if there's no Drew in WWE, then what happens to them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Why do you care so much? Drew asked quietly. Punk stared at him, eyes bright. Because He broke off, jaw working. Because I'm an idiot too, he said finally. Because I care more than I should. Because every time you throw yourself off something, I see headlines in my head. He scrubbed a hand over his face, fingers digging into his eyes. Because I'm tired, he added, voice smaller. And you make me more tired. In ways I like and in ways I hate.
Oh.
The admission knocked
They've not been sleeping that much.
The admission knocked the remaining anger out of Drew like a chair shot to the chest. He stepped forward, slowly so Punk could see him coming. Phil, he said softly, look at me. Punk dragged his hands down his face, meeting Drew's gaze with stubborn reluctance. I care about you, Drew said. You know that. Punk's laugh was wet.
Oh. Oh, because he's sad?
Yeah. Yeah, well, you've got a funny way of showing it. I'm sorry, Drew said again. For what I said, for scaring you, for making you worry.
She's not going to say the L word.
I don't know. Also, in this writing, every time Drew speaks, there's no G's.
Leprosy. Yeah, because of his Scottish
accent.
Yeah. Lights.
He reached out, fingers brushing Punk's wrist. Punk flinched, then stilled, eyes dropping to the point of contact. You're not the only one who thinks about headlines, Drew said. You're not the only one who imagines the worst. I know that something can go wrong out there. I know what I'm risking every time I climb up that rope. Then why? Because you were out there with me, Drew said.
Oh.
Punk blinked. And that makes it better? It simply makes it worth it, Drew said. Silence stretched. That's not fair, Punk said quietly. I didn't say it was, Drew replied. They stood there, the air thick with all the things they weren't saying. Finally, Punk exhaled. A long and shaky, I hate you. Drew's mouth twitched. I know. Punk's hand twisted, fingers curling around Drew's, holding on. I hate that you make me care this much, he said. I hate that I can't watch your matches like a normal person.
A 10 things about you monologue.
Yeah. I hate that when you win, I'm happy, and when you get hurt, I feel it in my ribs. Drew stepped closer until their foreheads almost touched. I hate you too, he murmured. I hate that I think about your old scars every time we go out there together. I hate that I hate that I know exactly where you're weak, and I can't bring myself to target it in ways I'd target anyone else. I hate that when you call me an idiot, I don't even get properly angry, because part of me just hears you saying you don't want to hurt me.
I hate the way it made me laugh. I hate the way it made me
cry.
sing. Oh.
Sing?
I don't know where I got that from.
Punk's breath hitched. Drew, he said. There was so much in his voice. A warning, a plea, something frayed and raw. Drew lifted their joint hands, pressed his lips to Punk's knuckles. It was a soft, reverent kiss, the kind you don't let cameras see. I love you, he said.
Yes!
Not I do this time, not in passing, not in a joke. Full, clear, undeniable.
Love.
Punk's eyes closed. His shoulders shook. You can't say that when I'm mad at you, he said, voice breaking. Then stop being mad, Drew said. Punk laughed, wet and helpless. You're impossible. Drunk. Drew
Drunk in love. We be all night. Love.
Drew kissed his knuckles again. I. Punk yanked him forward by their joint hands, crashing their mouths together. It wasn't the hottest kiss they've ever shared. It wasn't the slowest or the gentlest. It was messy, teeth clicking, noses bumping, eyes stinging. Punk tasted like frustration and fear and relief. Drew tasted like an apology and a stubborn devotion. Punk's hand slid up, framing Drew's face. Drew's arms wrapped around Punk's waist, holding him close like he was afraid Punk might vanish if he didn't. They kissed until the sharp edges dulled, until the anger bled out, until all that was left was the ache underneath.
Aww.
When they finally broke apart, breaths mingled, and Punk rested his forehead against Drew's collarbone. You're going to be the death of me, he muttered. Not if I can help it, Drew said.
Maybe we've gone wrong.
Punk snorted into his chest.
I need to be muffled though.
That's what I'm afraid of. Drew pressed a kiss to the top of his head.
Oh!
Outside, in the echo chamber of the internet, people argued about whether their feud had crossed a line. Inside this small, fluorescent lit room, two men held each other.
Meanwhile,
like lifelines.
Cody and Damon text each other going, "Oh, there you go!"
Ad break.
Okay, so two people were in the room when they were arguing, but no one actually knows about them being kisses, but they're definitely being spoken about, I think. I think there's a group chat of, are Drew and Punk together, yes or no? And there's people discussing.
I've just read the next sentence and I'm afraid.
Do you want me to read?
No.
Oh.
The pay-per-view capped their feud. Oh my gosh. The pay-per-view that capped their feud was billed as a settling the score match.
Oh,
no disqualifications, no count-outs, no
Oh, no.
excuses.
Oh no.
Just two men, a ring, and a history.
I need to put my cup down. I'm scared.
Promos built it up for weeks. Package after package aired, splicing together every cutting word, every near miss, every stare down.
That word, splice.
Commentary spun it as a war. Social media added gasoline. If Punk wins, he proves Drew's a pretender, one talking head said on a panel. If Drew wins, he cements his legacy and shuts Punk up once and for all. No one mentioned what would happen when they got back to their locker room afterward. No one cared. The building hummed with anticipation that night. Drew could feel it in the floor under his boots, in the way the crew moved faster, in the extra tightness in his chest as he laced up. Someone knocked on his locker room door. Yeah? He didn't say aye.
Oh my god. He learned the word yeah because he's been dating an American.
Punk slipped in like he was afraid of being seen, closing the door quickly behind him.
A ghost. Ooh.
He was in his gear, hoodie half zipped, hair already slicked back. He looked coiled, ready to spring. You got a minute? He asked. Drew set his brace knee aside. Aye, always.
Gone back to Scottish.
Punk crossed the room in a few strides, stopped in front of him. For a second he didn't say anything. He just looked at Drew. Really looked. Taking in every detail like he was memorising it. You good? He asked softly. Drew tilted his head. You?
Like a dog.
Punk huffed out a breath. No.
Oh no.
Drew's brows drew together. What's wrong? Punk started pacing, hands on his hips. It's this, he said, gesturing vaguely. Tonight, the match, the whole narrative. You worried? I'm always worried.
If Drew's ACL goes in the match.
I'm always worried, Punk said.
Sweating.
I've built a career out of worried. It's not that. He stopped pacing, turning to face Drew again. When that bell rings, I'm going as hard as I can, he said. You know that, right? Drew nodded. I wouldn't expect anything less. And I'd expect you to do the same, Punk said. I want you to hit me like you mean it. I want you to take your best shot. I want this to be the match they talk about for the next 10 years.
Oh God.
Drew said. Planned on it.
I.
Punk swallowed. What I don't want, he said carefully, is for you to hold back because you're afraid of hurting me. Drew's mouth dried. How would you know if I would? He asked. Punk gave him a look. Because I know you, and I've watched you pull your kick on my ribs for weeks. Drew looked away, jaw tightening. I'm not asking you to be reckless, Punk said, stepping closer. I'm asking you to trust me. Drew's gaze snapped back. In there, Punk continued, I need you to be Drew McIntyre, the guy who survived everything and came back swinging. Not Drew McIntyre, the guy who holds my hand in hotel rooms when my knee aches. A muscle jumped in Drew's cheek. You think I can flip that switch that easily? He asked quietly.
I'm trying to make a muscle jump in my cheek. I guess like a smirk,
I assume.
you know?
I know you can, Punk said. You've been doing it this whole time. I need you to really do it tonight. For both of us.
I'm nervous for the match.
Me too. Drunk. What is wrong with me?
Drunk in love.
Drew searched his face. The earnestness there. You're not afraid? He asked. Terrified, Punk said. Of the match, of the fallout, of the fact I could let myself get tangled up with you in the first place. He reached out, fingers skimming Drew's jaw. But I'm not afraid of you, he said. Not in the ring.
Oh.
Drew exhaled, slowly. He nodded. Okay, he said. You want me to bring it? I'll bring it. Punk's mouth curved, a small, fierce smile. Good. He leaned in and kissed him. It wasn't long, it wasn't heated. It was steady, sure, sealing the words between them. Drew's hands came up to rest on Punk's waist, feeling the solid reality of him. This is ours, Punk murmured against his lips. Everything else out there, that's theirs. Said Drew. I know.
Oh my goodness.
When Punk pulled back, there was a sheen in his eyes he didn't address. Just try not to knock me unconscious, he said gruffly. No promises, Drew said. Punk laughed. That's my line. They walked to Gorilla separately as they always did. Too many eyes there, too many cameras. But when Drew stepped through the curtain to his music, sword raised, pyros exploding, he could feel Punk's presence like a gravitational pull waiting behind the other side. The match was everything they promised and then some. They beat the hell out of each other. Chops that left handprints, kicks that rattled teeth, a table spot that made the crowd gasp, and the commentary team shout about careers shortened. At one point, Drew hit a claymore that connected so perfectly, Punk's body went limp mid-air, crashing to the mat in a boneless sprawl. For a heartbeat, Drew's blood ran cold. Then Punk's fingers twitched, his chest heaved, and he heard him whisper, "Do it again," as he rolled onto his side. So he did. They told a story with their bodies, about stubbornness, about refusal, about two men who'd been told 1,000 different things about who they were supposed to be, and decided to fight it out under the bright lights. In the end, Drew took the fall. Not because he couldn't have won, but because the story demanded it, because the roar of the crowd when Punk rolled him up and took the second claymore, and held for three, shook the rafters. The bell rang, Punk's music hit, and the arena exploded.
Well, yeah, we all knew that Punk was going to win.
Punk lay on his back for a second, chest heaving, eyes closed. Drew stared up at the lights, sweat stinging in his eyes, heart pounding. Holy sugar, Punk gasped. Drew panted. They rolled away from each other, selling the damage. Punk staggered to his feet, arm raised by the ref. Drew half sat in the corner, watching him through the gaze.
The gaze!
The gaze! They met each other across the ring. Nope.
Why am I?
Their eyes met across the ring. For a split second, the world narrowed. No crowd, no commentary. Just Punk, bruised and triumphant, and Drew, exhausted and oddly proud. Punk's expression flickered. Gratitude, apology, something like love. Before he schooled it back into the defiance and raised his arms higher, shouting at the crowd. Later people would gift that moment, arguing whether it was a mutual respect arguing whether it was mutual respect or mutual hatred. They'd never guess the truth.
Mutual love.
Ad break.
Can I read the last bit?
This is not the last bit.
Okay.
But yes, you can read the last bit. Backstage, the trainer's room was frantic. Ribs okay? Yeah. Knees? Sore. Concussion? No. You sure? Yes. Punk sat on one table, Drew on the one opposite, ice-packed in tapes and stitched skin. They traded tired insults and soft smiles when no one was looking. When they were finally cleared, they slipped out separately, drifting towards quieter corridors. The storage closet near the loading dock had become theirs by unspoken agreement. Tonight, Drew got there first, leaning against a stack of crates, letting the post-match buzz settle.
I think this is proving that you can't read. That's all this episode
I
is doing.
can read. My brain goes too fast.
Story time with Tilly and Georgia. This is such a... Sorry that we're barely speaking, but this is such like a sleepover episode.
Yeah.
I'm kind of obsessed with it. I hope you're having a nice little story time with us.
Maybe next time we do this in our pajamas.
Oh, yeah!
Punk slipped in a minute later, closing the door behind him. They stared at each other for a long moment. Then Punk crossed the room, cupped Drew's face in both hands, and kissed him.
Okay, they're good. They're good. They're solid.
It was deep, thorough, and the kind of kiss that lets you feel every bruise, every ache, every hit you took for each other. Punk groaned into it, hands slipping up under Drew's shirt to rest on the small of his back, fingers splaying over hard muscle. They kissed like they were trying to climb inside each other's rib cages, to check for damage from the inside out.
Right.
Drew tasted blood.
Ooh.
His, Punk's, he wasn't sure. Sweat, the faint tang of the energy drink Punk had chugged just before they went out, it all blurred into him. Punk's lips moved against his with familiar urgency, every angle learned and relearned over months. His fingers pressed into Drew's spine, grounding him. Drew's hand slid into Punk's hair, careful of the tender spots where the mat had kissed his skull. When they broke apart, both breathing hard, Punk rested his forehead against Drew's. "You held back just enough," he said, voice hoarse. "You didn't." "Love you for that," Punk murmured. Drew's chest squeezed. "Love you too."
Oh.
They stood there, hearts touching, chests pounding out slightly mismatched rhythms that somehow felt in sync. "You think they bought it?" Drew asked it eventually.
I have.
"That we hate each other?" Punk snorted. "Oh yeah, they're already booking the rematch in their heads." Drew smiled, small. "Good." Punk pulled back just enough to look at him. "You ever get tired of this?" he asked. "This?" "The sneaking, the pretending?" Drew considered. "Tired? A bit," he said. "Regretful?" "No."
Oh.
Punk's eyes softened. "Yeah," he said. "Same." He took a breath. "Someday I'm going to get sick of hiding. And someday I'm going to slip into an interview and let the world know that you're the best thing that ever happened to me and just watch the internet implode." Drew laughed, the sound of bright even though fatigued. "I'll have a front row seat." Punk smiled. "Joe."
Who is Joe? Roman Reigns is here? He was getting something in the storage cupboard. He's... Hey, guys.
"My brain moves too fast for my eyeballs." Punk smiled, slow and genuine. "We'll figure it out when we get there." "Aye," Drew said. "We will." Until then, they had this. Stolen minutes in storage closets, quiet confessions in hotel beds, hands on each other's bruises, a war in public, a truce in private, and something that looks suspiciously like love threaded through all of it. I don't think this is the last bit either, but would you like to take over?
Yeah.
Because
Thoughts and feelings so far?
I don't know how to read.
We see.
My brain just moves too fast. I'm reading like 8 words every second.
This is literally Heated Rivalry WWE edition, which I guess Punk did ask for.
He did.
But I don't know if he expected to be with Drew McIntyre. But I'm kind of loving...
I think at the time, I think he probably wanted it to be Cody.
Yeah.
But like, also at this point, Drew, when Punk asked for it, he and Drew were beefing. So I don't know.
So this is answering feels cool. Now, hope you're even cozy than you were before. Weeks later, the feud cooled on television. New programs started, new enemies were named, and the machine moved on, as it always does. Fans still asked about it at signings and panels. "Do you really hate each other?" They'd say, eyes bright with the thrill of proximity to drama. Drew would smirk, tilt his head. "He's something, isn't he?" Punk would roll his eyes, mutter, "The big guy's a pain in my ass," and change the subject. Is that answering the question we cannot ask? Is that answering the question we cannot ask?
I think it might be.
They never answered the question directly. In private, nothing cooled. If anything, the lack of constant on-screen and antagonism made things easier. Less tension, fewer eyes on the pairing. They found more moments together, not fewer. One night, in a hotel room somewhere between towns, Drew lay on his back, staring at the ceiling while Punk traced lazy patterns on his chest. Drew McIntyre's always staring at the ceiling, because even in the match, he was staring at the ceiling.
Yeah, he just loves to look at the ceiling.
Everyone thinks we hate each other, Drew said. Punk's fingers stilled for a second and resumed. Good, he said. Keeps things interesting. You ever wish we could tell him? Drew asked. Just once. Let him see the truth. Punk was quiet long enough that Drew wondered if he'd fallen asleep. Then he said, Sometimes. Drew turned his head. Punk was staring up at the ceiling, expression thoughtful. It's not just them, Punk said. It's people, the office, the boys, the internet, whole damn ecosystem out there built on opinions and hot takes. You worried what they'll say? Drew asked. I'm worried what it will do, Punk said. To this. His hand flattened over Drew's heart. This is ours. Untouched, untweeted, undiscorded. Get it? Because like Discord. Drew huffed a laugh. You making up words now? I'm old. I can do that, Punk said. He was quiet for another moment. You know what I like best about this? He asked. My devastating good looks, Drew said. Punk snorted. That's a distant second. Drew smiled. What then? Then when we closed that door, Punk said slowly, I'm not CM Punk, and you're not Drew McIntyre. Not really. I'm just me, and you're just you. It's sadder when they're gay.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Because you're like, this could actually be happening.
Hey, I'm sad now.
This could actually be happening to not necessarily CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, but like, there could be two wrestlers that could actually be in love with each other. And we won't know.
No.
Oh.
That's so sad.
Let gay people be happy. But that's a common theme in media, I fear. Of not letting gay people be happy. He shifted, propping himself up on one elbow to look down at Drew. You look at me like I'm a person, he said. Not a symbol, not a headline, not a legacy to argue about. Just Phil. The idiot who worries too much and steals the blankets. You do steal the blankets, Drew says. Focus, Punk said, poking him lightly in the ribs. Drew caught his hand, pressed a kiss to his knuckles. I know what you mean, he said softly. I like being just Andrew sometimes.
I forget his name's Andrew.
Well,
I forget his name's Andrew.
That's where Drew comes from.
I know, but that doesn't mean I can't, not forget it.
A very common Scottish name, I fear. Punk's mouth curved. Andrew. Don't get used to it. Oh, I'm absolutely getting used to it, Punk said, grin widening. I'm gonna yell it next time you leave your wet gear on the floor.
Ugh.
You yell it, I'm throwing you over my shoulder in front of the whole locker room, Drew said.
Well.
Punk's eyes gleamed. Promises, promises. Drew rolled his eyes, rolling them both until Punk was beneath him, laughing breathlessly. They kissed slow and deep, the kind of kiss that says, you know me, and I'm here, and no matter what they think out there, this is real. Later, as they drifted towards sleep, Punk murmured, let them think we hate each other. Drew, already half-asleep, hummed, Aye. We'll know better, Punk said. Drew smiled into the pillow. We will. In the morning, they'd go back to being whatever the story needed them to be. Gruff colleagues, wary allies, distant acquaintances of history. But tonight, in this room, in this warm tangle of limbs and sheets and soft breaths, they were just two men who had found something improbable in business, built on fake fights and real scars. Everyone outside thought they were sworn enemies. Only they knew the truth. They'd never love anyone quite like they loved each other. The end.
Is that the end?
Yeah.
Aww.
Oh, that was really sweet.
Jesus.
Now I'm just sad.
Now I'm sad. Now I'm just really sad.
Oh, it was literally heated rivalry, which is what I guess Phil asked for.
Yeah, it was heated rivalry, but like
Sadder.
Yeah, really
in a weird way.
sad.
And heated rivalry is quite sad, actually.
Yeah.
If you take all the sex out of heated rivalry, it's really fucking sad. I'm imagining it's fine.
It's really sad. It is really sad, but then there's also more comedy, I feel, in Heated Rivalry, because it has more characters than just the two of them.
Well, and I think that also stems from, like, the language barriers and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's a language barrier in this.
Aye. So, yeah, that was beautiful.
That was
The
a
writing
lovely
of it,
story.
that could have been an actual published story, and I would have read it.
Yeah.
So
I don't really have anything to say. Like,
no.
it was lovely. I think the one that I've found is more satire based.
Okay.
So maybe we'll have more fun and japes in that one. Japes or gapes.
Gifs or gifs.
Like, I think that we need more of that time. What am I saying?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
It was a beautifully written story, and it is exactly what Punk asked for, and
It was so sad.
it was so sad. It was happy that they like were able to have their time together.
It's just, I'm an empath, and so I fully am like, there definitely could be.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing, I don't know if this statistic is still accurate, is that 1 in 10 people in a room are gay.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't quite work in this setting, I fear.
No. Or in our jobs.
Our industry, yeah, doesn't really work in the same way. But if 1 in 10, then that means someone in the WWE has to be.
At least one.
And we don't have that many open.
No.
Is there anyone that's...
Not main roster, and I don't know about NXT. I also don't really know about other promotions. Other promotions might have some, but...
Yeah, and the only people I can think of is the women.
Which women?
There was that diva that was also openly gay, and she was on Total Divas.
I don't remember.
If you know, comment down below. But yeah. Aww.
It was lovely. It was lovely and sad.
It was sad.
I liked the 10 Things I Hate About You monologue.
That was cute.
That was nice.
I liked the fact that there was 2 people in the room when they were arguing.
Yeah.
I hope that they have a group chat themselves. That's just called regular chat. It's 2 people. And are talking about what's happening.
Yeah.
I hope that they get to live their truth one day.
Mm-hmm. I liked that Drew McIntyre never said yes.
Well, he did. He said yeah.
He said yeah, but not yes.
He never said yes. Y-E-S. He said I.
Aye.
Thanks for listening. Sorry if that wasn't really what you're expecting from an episode.
I mean, either way, I still had a fun time.
I had a fun time too, and I hope you guys did. I hope you felt the same emotions that we did. Shout out again to...
Someone _1012.
I want to say it's Casey. Cass _1012. That was beautifully written.
Lovely.
If you're doing an English language degree or a creative writing degree, I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows? Quite a lot of books that you don't realise started off as fan fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Twilight. 50 Shades. Alchemized.
Twilight's not a fan fiction.
Yes, it is.
What's a fan fiction of?
I don't remember.
No, My Chemical Romance inspired the book.
Yes. And who was My Chemical Romance inspired by?
9/11.
Yeah. All roads lead back. Anyway, thank you so much.
We might make another episode where we read Tilly's pick. Maybe that'd be the episode after this.
So if you like it, please let us know. Please like it.
And yeah, maybe next time we'll also wear pajamas and make it a little bit more gully sleepover vibes, because that's what today felt like.
Yeah, it did.
Obviously, comment down below what else you want to hear from us. We've got a whole list of things. This is on one of them, of just like reacting and reading fan fiction, because at the end of the day we're just still 2 girly pops.
And this is what, not this exactly, but like this.
I've done this many a time at sleepovers.
Yeah, but like this, sitting on the sofa and like chatting and reading stuff to each other, like that is something that we do.
Well, we mainly watch we
That's
we
true.
watched Heated Rivalry together, and we reacted pretty much in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
We're currently watching Off Campus.
Mm-hmm. We're about to start watching The Pit.
Oh, excited for that.
George is very excited for that.
But yeah, that's what. I hope you got an insight into what it's like to be at a girly pop sleepover if you didn't.
If you've
already
never been to
know.
one.
Because I have done that previously, where I have read mainly bad fan fiction.
Yeah, but
I
they're
wasn't
always the most fun. I wasn't expecting that to be so good. I think it's because we're on AO3. I think if we went to Wattpad, we'd find the bad stuff.
Yeah, that is true. To be fair, that is true.
So my one that I have is from AO3. So maybe after we do my one, we do another one where we Wattpad ones. Because Wattpad ones also tend to be maybe a little bit shorter.
And also usually written by a younger audience. AO3 is normally where you get the good stuff. If you don't know, now you know. So
Is Wattpad even still a thing?
yeah.
Okay, good. I was worried that we were going to go and try and find it and the website was going to be shut down.
I believe it's now an app.
Ah, that would make sense.
Probably still is a website, but I believe now more commonly used as an app.
Mm.
And quite a lot of books come from Wattpad.
Mm-hmm.
After that's a Wattpad
Mm-hmm.
book. Originally Harry Styles fan fiction.
Probably some other stuff that I can't remember.
Oh, so many of those. Prime, Netflix. We love watching them.
Yeah, we do.
We do call them silly Wattpad movies, where like the storyline is basically a Wattpad storyline.
What's the one with the Sprouse brother in that he called her Pidge the whole time?
Oh!
Beautiful Disaster.
Yes.
Yeah. I pulled that name out of nowhere.
Yeah, Beautiful Disaster, because one of them, if not the same one, was also in the After series.
We haven't watched the next one, Beautiful Wedding, or Disasterful Wedding, or whatever the hell it was called.
I've seen it, but not with you. With myself. Ages ago. Before we watched it together.
Georgia hates me and wants me dead.
Before we watched Beautiful Disaster together. Because I showed you Beautiful Disaster. We didn't find that randomly together. I was said, you need to watch this. I think I watched it very first time with Clara.
Oh, so Georgia and Clara want me dead.
Long before we lived together. What's that one that we marked men?
Marked men.
That was crazy.
What did he say?
Oh my god. Something about bum rush.
You can't just bum you can't just bum rush someone in the car park.
Can't just bum rush someone in the car park.
Yeah. Gonna go and bum rush him.
Because we were using that phrase like it was
Nobody's
going
business.
out of style.
We had a fun time. Right. Bye, love you.
Bye, love you. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, rate, all the usual podcast things.